Alright, we're in the preseason, and we just finished the offseason in the last episode, so we're in the preseason now. We're going to go ahead and look briefly at my redshirt players. I'll just run through these pretty quickly. I redshirted my 2 freshman quarterbacks because my senior Sturm is pretty good, so we're going to keep him there. I redshirt 2 freshman running backs. Fullback, which I'm not sure why he's on my team. My 2 freshman wide receivers. Pretty much all my freshmen just about are getting redshirted, except for the left tackle. He is starting. Actually, he's one of my best linemen this year. Left end. No red shirts there or there. I think that was pretty much it. A defensive tackle we're going to redshirt. A few guys on defense were redshirted, mainly because we just didn't need them, and they weren't going to play anyway. But the main thing is we are redshirting both quarterbacks, both wide receivers, and a couple running backs, so that we'll have a lot of freshmen next year that will be playing as a redshirt freshman. So we should have a really good young team coming back next year. But we'll go over here and run through our depth chart really quick. So no surprise there, Sturm starting. I decided to go with White and Rhodes as my first and second, and keep Clay as a 3rd string. I just like this White power back combination with a speed back Rhodes option a little better. Wide receivers, I mean, we got 3 guys in the 80s, so we're in pretty good shape there. I mean, you can just see I'm just going to fly through this. You can pause it if you want to see it more closely. Henry's like all over the field in different spots. He's at middle linebacker. He's our 2nd string middle linebacker. He's playing defensive tackle, backup defensive end. Just everywhere. Our defensive backs are okay. Maybe a little questionable, but we should be okay throughout the season. I decided I did not want to have Thomas Jr. or Campbell Jr. returning kicks, so I got McNair and Stewart both returning punts and kicks for us. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and check out my recruiting. I've already done all my recruiting stuff this week. I scouted a lot of homeboys this week and homegirls. Actually, no homegirls, just homeboys. And I have to say that we want this Brian Ramsey. Let's just check him out briefly. Check out this trucking and brake tackle. 80 brake tackle, 89 trucking. Sign him up. Put him in, coach. He's ready to play. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. But anyway, yes, we do want him. What I decided for recruiting this year, like I said, I scouted probably 60 guys this week. And regardless of what their bust or gym, what I wanted was guys in the 70s. So if they're not in the 70, they are not on the board. And in fact, I only have a few low 70s. So we'll see what happens after week 1 and them being offered a scholarship and fully scouted, how interested they are in the school. If they're not very interested, we're not going to waste our time. We're going to cut our losses, kick them off the board, and then go and look for more. Our coach philosophy with all those wide receivers and a good quarterback, we did go 50-50 balanced run pass. We'll see how that goes week 1, but we're going to try that for now. Let's check out the championship contenders. This year we start the season ranked number 57, which is not too bad. It shows next year we'll be a 96, and then we'll slowly creep our way back up. Yeah, I said creep. But I think we have a chance we could finish maybe in the top 25. We're hoping for maybe a 10-2 record this year, 10-3, somewhere in there. Another bowl win, of course. Heisman watch, seriously doubt it, but we can check on it. And yeah, seriously doubt it. But what I am interested in is preseason All-Americans, because I think I could have 1 or 2 guys on this list. I didn't expect first string, but I'm thinking we might have a cornerback on this. No, maybe it just goes by overall. They can go screw themselves. Alright, so Conference USA, which is our conference first team. We've got our left outside linebacker, Curry, and our cornerback, which I think he might end up being an All-American. Second team, our center, right tackle, right end, defensive tackle, and a kicker. So we got several, and that kicker sucks actually. But we got several guys. Oh, and our return guy, man. What's funny is he's not even a starting returner on our team. So seriously, doubt he makes All-American for that. I think that's going to wrap up this week. So we're going to play the FCS Midwest Razor Hogs. Hogzilla. Hog of my life. Hog in the bed. That's who we're playing this week. So we'll find out how we do next week in week 2. So week 1 is in the books. We went 1-0. We'll check out our game here in just a second. But our defensive coordinator is already up to level 11. And it also looks like Sam Wilson, the UTSA coach, is now a level 21. Congrats, Sam Wilson. Well, it looks like we had a couple of guys go ahead and commit to other schools where they wanted to have a less chance of winning a national championship because Alabama and Clemson are not contenders. So we won 40-21, so a nice little win against the FCS MW, which we decided last week they do not have a mascot. So it looks like this first half was pretty close, and then we were able to kind of pull away in the second half to give us a kind of a big win by 19 points. 21 first downs, 559 yards of offense. We ran it 35 times for 136, 423 passing yards. So passing attack was on point in this game. Sturm, man, 423 yards and 3 touchdowns. A nice game there. Running backs, look at that. That is White. The guy decided to start. 17 carries at 89 yards. We'll take that and a touchdown. Receiving, not too bad there. Thomas Jr., 8 catches for 182 yards. Really nice game. We didn't really spread the ball around too much. Harris, I think he's the tight end, had 8 catches, and then Thomas Jr. had 8 catches. So we didn't really spread it around, like I said, but that is all right. Don't forget to go and check out lilshef's game. The link to his channel is in the description below, and find out how he did last week. One thing I'm going to try to do every week this year is check the injury report after the game and make sure we don't have any injuries, and we did not. We're going to go ahead and check out our championship contenders here in week 2. So we were 57 last week, I believe, and now we're 54. And our year 2 outlook has went from a 99 to an 80. I don't know what caused it to go up so high. So I just got through going through my recruiting board, and here's what I did. I scouted a ton of people this week, and here's what I came up with that I wanted to add to my board and keep there. I kept the Brian Ramsey, the halfback, there because I really would like to get him, and I added this guy back. I'm gonna see how he looks after next week and decide if I want to put a lot more points on him or not. I don't know that I need both of these, but I'd like to get one of these running backs. That Brian Ramsey, he's an 80 overall, and he would get redshirted most likely next year. I cannot imagine how good he's going to be as a senior if he gets redshirted at an 80. I put 700 points on this defensive end. He's a 81 overall, and he's not even a JUCO player. So really hoping we can get him. And this defensive tackle, I put 700 on. I'm really hoping that I can jump up on his board pretty high. Otherwise, next week I'll be eliminating him from my list if I don't jump up there. And then I put a few more points on a few other guys. And then I have these guys down here that I'm interested in. I didn't offer them a scholarship, and I didn't put any points on them. We're just going to see what happens with these and how interested they are in my school. This week, I'm going to play ULM, and that is who Texas State played last week. And you need to check out lilshef's video to find out if he won or not. Actually, I guess you can tell right there he won because it says they're 0-1. Herbie's picking us again 2 weeks in a row. And hopefully we're going to rock this out and get another big W and get to 2-0 before we start conference play.